Hi y'all, wanted to give you a quick little show on what's happening with the Jeep Raven here. We've got it pretty much assembled, as you can see, and I want to show you some of the highlights here. As you can see, we did the graphics on the hood to get the Raven on there. That was a printout that was done by Bodyworks. Really great job there. This Jeep is a hard body New Bright, and it's got a full flat floor in it that we'll show you here. This Jeep has a full trunk panel in it. There's a flat floor all the way across the bottom with the factory style seat floors in it right here, and a few extra tidbits. A couple of finishing details left to go, but I wanted to show you where it's at in general. We've got the interior in. So as you can see, the truck is turned on right now. The switch is under the bottom right here. There's an on-off switch right there. With our 86 wires in here, we had to figure out how to do this without having a switch on the exterior or something, so up in the bottom is a good idea. Now when the truck is running, all the light control was done by Hey-OK, and we've got a pretty simple setup here as far as the user goes. As you can see, the brake lights are on, and if I push the gas a little bit, the brake lights disappear. I've also got the reverse lights hooked up, which are right here in the socket. So as you can see, the reverse lights come on with reverse, and the parking lights, the stop lights actually go off when you're driving in one direction or the other. Now we can turn on the parking lights. The parking lights will now give us the dim on the stop light, so the stop light is still doing its job, but the parking lamp is always on now. When the parking lights are on, we have a couple of red spots in the bottom here. You can see them tucked up in here, and they give a nice glow on the floor. And I've always liked the red glow. It just does a great job kind of filling in the shadows when you're driving down the road in the dark. And so we've got the red glow in the front there as well. They're tucked up in the fender. And then we've got the 4 orange marker lights on it. You can see the 4 orange markers are on. And then the next section of lights is, of course, the headlights. The headlights are a nice 5mm LED, and my little trick to do with the headlights is actually to paint the end of the lens. So the end of the LED is painted, and there's no light coming out the end. It all reflects back into the bucket. And that's the stage 2. Stage 2 of the lighting only just adds the headlights. And then when we go to stage 3 adds the full off-road package. So now we've got the spots up top here on the hood. The rest of the marking lights are still on. We've added 10 LEDs under the hood, or under the truck. So there's actually 10 LEDs running underneath to give the glow on the floor. We've got lots and lots of light under here. I mean lots. Like, we've got lots of light under here. So there's no problems there with trying to see where you're going at night. And these off-road spots actually do an incredible job. So we can kill that out to the parking lamps again just to save the poor camera. Now when we've got the off-road package on, there's a couple other things that are happening in the interior here. Because with the off-road package lights on, we've added a couple of ambient lighting in the interior. So we've actually got some little white spots here at low wattage, just right inside here. There's one in each corner of the cabin here in the back, and then there's 2 more that you can just barely see, and they're tucked underneath the seats here. You can kind of see it in there. And so if you watch in there, I'll turn them off and on so you can have a see. You kind of see where the 4 is glowing there, so it gives you an idea of the ambient lighting on the interior. Now, what the heck is going on with the tail here? Well, because we have 86 wires in this thing, and it's just an enormous pile of wiring for the lighting, and all the electronics for the truck are all up front. So we've got the speed control. You can actually see it right here underneath the hood. Turn those off. You can see it here. The Sidewinder is mounted right on top of the servo, and then of course the motor's in there, and then under the hood is just a pile of wires. And now right behind the dash, actually sitting right here, right about this area right here, directly behind the dashboard, is our 3-cell 2200 Turnigy battery. And we've been using those on lots of different trucks, and they provide a really nice amount of zip. And then the interior has got this gorgeous piece of canvas on it that's acting like our floor and carpet. And that thing actually came from this. This is just a simple pocket portfolio that comes from your basic office supply. I got this for $2. And it has this great piece of canvas on it. So on top of this plastic was a piece of foam, and then this piece of canvas. So I just chopped it off, and it makes an incredible floor. You could use it for all kinds of different things, seats and everything else. It's pretty flexible. So in here in the back, because we have to have access to our wires, we don't have our scale accessories in here yet, but when we do, it'll all be tidied up in the back. But for now, we put the spare tire in, and you can actually peel out the rim of the spare tire. I cut a rim in half, as you can see, and glued a little bit of styrene scraps on the back so that when it goes in the rim it stays there. And inside there is our charge jack. This is the battery extension here, and here's our 3-cell charging balance port and a whole bunch of electronics, the receivers over here, and a bunch of other stuff in the back. So this just covers all that up real nice, and gave us a chance to hide all those pile of wires that are stuck into the back of this thing. And that rim just kind of piles onto the tire right like that. And there we've got our spare in the back. And I had no idea that this guy was a TV vampire until long after I had him put in my truck. So he's ready to scare you with his Jeep Raven, and that's where we're at.